All right, call to order the June 6th meeting of the Polk City Parks Commission. Can I get a roll call?
Savage.
Here.
Bentley. Reed.
Here.
Otis.
Here.
Converse. Here. Holland. Delaney.
Right. Next item on our agenda is the approval of the minutes for the April 4th meeting. Can I get a motion?
I motion.
And a roll call?
Just an
Do
all
we
in
need a roll
favor.
call on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any not in favor? Okay. Audience items. Do we have anything from the audience?
Nothing
Jason?
tonight, sir.
Says no. Okay. Item number 5, introduction of the Parks and Recs summer intern.
Hello. My name is Allison Shiel, and I am the summer intern for Parks and Rec at Polk City. So I went to Northwest Missouri State University. I'm majoring in Parks and Recreation, and this internship is kind of just the final puzzle piece to getting my BS degree. So I'm really excited to see what's after this, and excited to learn this summer. So yeah, my major is Parks and Recreation Management, so it's pretty well. So I'm really excited actually to work for a city. I've been working in a lot of camps, and so I'm really excited to have a municipal feel to see what it's like and gain that experience, especially in sports. Since I focused a lot more on camps, I'm excited to see more about that. So yeah, I do a couple of assignments. I have a journal that I turn in every 2 weeks, just kind of explaining what I've learned so far, how it connects to my classes, how I can apply it in the future. So I've already started on some of those. But yeah, I just reached out to Jason asking if there was an opportunity around here because I really wanted to get a connection around the metro area. And this is a little more comfortable than maybe something more intimidating like Des Moines. So yeah, I really love the atmosphere here so far. So I have a few projects that I'll be working on this summer. I have 2 kind of turnkey programs that I'll be working on, as was stated in the job description. So I'm really excited to work on those throughout the summer. And then I have one long-term kind of keystone project I need to complete for my internship for my college credit. And so our proposed idea for that is the Doc Summer Memorial Park, kind of figuring out 3 possible themes that we can incorporate into it, kind of make it something that the community might be more engaged with and stuff like that, bring more awareness to the fact that it's there and just get more usage out of it. So I do intend to kind of present to you guys on the August 1st meeting, if that's all right, to get some feedback, any input that you guys have, just throw the ideas back and forth. So I'm really excited to bring that to you guys. And I think that that's all I have. If you guys have any questions or comments.
You from the area?
No, I am from Casey, Iowa originally. I have family that's in the Ankeny area, so.
Rationalville.
Yeah. Alright.
We've been great helping with Doc Zimmer. We need to do something there, and it's been a challenge. So that's great.
When I was giving Allison a tour of our park system last week, we were there, and she was just off on her own, like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. I'm like, I need to tap into this potential. So I've kind of given her the history of things that have been tried there, and so she knows the limitations of the site. So, no, I'm really excited to see the concepts that she's going to pitch us in August.
Well,
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Item number 6, an update on the Lost Lake Park Phase 2.
Yes, let's see, I know we've got one Lost Laker here, right? So we broke ground, and then it rang into
then it rained. It's a mud pit right now.
Yeah, but no, so like you guys had seen on the concepts, this is going to be a one-piece pour of kind of that recycled tire feel. So step 1 is complete. We've removed the sod. It's now ready for the playground folks to come in. So step 1 will be digging the area for their footers. They'll place the equipment. Then that has to cure. Then they'll come in with a cement slab. That has to cure. And then we come in with the final piece. So it is going to be steps. Obviously, it's very weather contingent. But we broke ground, so to speak. So I will gladly give updates as the next steps come into play. I've kind of been requested to maybe do a ribbon cutting of sorts for this. So I will let you guys know when that's going to be around, but I want mayor, council, I want the Parks Commission, everybody there. I'm thinking that kids of the Lost Lake neighborhood, they come, hopefully. There's plenty, and I know they're all excited. I was thinking about doing like some sort of ticket stub, almost like a 50-50 raffle type thing. I'm not going to collect money. Sorry, that's a bad example. But I would like one lucky kid to be able to one that gets to cut the ribbon from the Lost Lake neighborhood. So that's kind of my intent. But I'll let you guys know.
It might be fun to do like ice cream sandwiches, cones, something like that. Middle of summer. We talked about doing something like that a few summers ago, doing tours at the different parks and doing a little ice cream thing. But to kick it off, that might be fun.
Yeah, I like that idea.
When are they anticipating it would be? Weather pending.
Weather pending. I'm hoping.
Do they have scheduled like days when they play?
Well, we were to be doing footers today. So yeah, we have to obviously wait until.
Weather dependent.
Very much. I mean, right now, if you dug a hole, it would just fill up with water. I'm hoping month of July we could have a ribbon cutting, but that is a moving target.
Excellent. Any other questions?
We're excited. Facebook page blew up. They're breaking ground. They're
What's
doing
going-
something.
What's going on?
It's good.
No, awesome. I love the ice cream social idea to really make it a spectacle because it kind of is. It's been a long time coming.
Absolutely.
Okay. Item number 7, update on the Leonard Park shade structure.
Yeah, and Monica, if you want to jump in at all. So this was the first fundraiser that the Polk City Friends of the Parks identified, in which you guys gave your recommendation for at our last meeting. They're doing great. So the goal was 10 grand. I think at last count we were just over 8, right? So they're moving right along. So we're very happy. We had some great sponsors come out, especially the day of the event. You know, a couple restaurants did percentage of sales during the event. Fenders brewed a special beer and kind of surprised us with all the proceeds of that.
That was really awesome.
So yeah, big shout out to Fenders. They really went above and beyond on that. So no, we're just trying to figure out that last $1,600. Depending on when that happens, realistically, I think we're looking for like a spring install. I think if we did it in the fall, we would put the sails up and then probably take them down the next week. So actually, the Friends group, kind of to piggyback off of Josh's ice cream idea, they had talked about doing some sort of fun in the park at Leonard to show off that fundraising opportunity, and hopefully that gets the next project rolling, and just people can see that there's this new group with tangible results, and hopefully more people get engaged and get
Get
involved.
that tangible result to help drive more donations and interest in it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So no, very happy with that, and like Jess, the chair said when she came, if this commission thinks of anything that quote unquote low hanging fruit, something that's quite reachable for a group of 8, would love to work. You guys, me, the nonprofit, like.
Keep that in mind, Doc.
There you go.
Yeah.
So no, really thrilled with how that's coming along.
Thanks, well.
Yeah, and we heard really good feedback too for being our first ever event. You never know how it's gonna go. It seems like generally speaking, most thought it went well.
Yeah,
And
I didn't.
Yeah, my son loved the 5K. He ran it. And
got his free.
no, they weren't
He ran
open
the
yet,
full
but yeah.
5K, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah.
He wanted to run the kids one to get the ice cream cone. Him and all the other middle schoolers that were dominating the race, but
Was that your son, the one that won?
No.
Is that relation of yours? Last name was Reed.
no,
No. Okay.
not a relation.
Okay.
8th grader. So on my son's cross-country track team, but
Okay,
not relation.
okay, gotcha. No, there were some impressive runners leading the pack that day. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think 5 of the top 6 were all middle school cross-country runners. And then that one kid out of nowhere was like from Iowa City or something, somebody said, like from out of town. And yeah, it was a good run.
You know, we had just enough of a window. I mean, it stormed that morning and then it
Right.
stormed later, but we got 3
Got
hours
it
of
in.
dry, so. Awesome. No, thanks for those of you that participated, your family participated, so appreciate it.
Okay, agenda item number 8, summarize the Q1 2022 program cost recovery report.
Yeah, sorry, it's taken me a minute to get you this. So yeah, Q1, I was pretty pleased. So dodgeball, 2 spring break trips. Yeah, the one that I wanted to point out there is dodgeball. You look at that and it says 282. That is that's like a Parks and Rec bread butter dream where, you know, you keep cost low. So it was $6.67 per contact hour. Pretty standard, but just hardly any overhead. Mostly staff time. The gym fee was waived. I can't count on that all the time. I was a little surprised that it was. Lakeside, yeah, was able to get me in there. So had that gym rental fee been incorporated, we would have been much further, less than 282. But yeah, like I said, there's really not a lot of overhead with dodgeball. But those participants, I mean, Nick was playing most days too. So, but no, so you know that is one there that really does help offset some other things that take place as well. And you know those spring break trips, you know one was over 100%, one was at 90, which is that's still okay for and anything from like 70 to 100 plus. So no, you know, and those spring break trips were first time things. You know, those are things that I'd like to offer more going forward, really focusing on spring break, or winter break as well. So, you know, that's where we're at. I did have one senior program that did not have enough registration. That is still kind of my Achilles heel of getting my offerings in front of that demographic. So, I've got some my Iowa State Fair trip on Older Iowans Day is looking promising right now. So,
Excellent.
yes, I'm loving that. So, no, I've made contact with the retirement Big Creek Rehabilitation, yes, with their GM. So I've got flyers up there. I know only some of their residents would be able to participate, but no, still trying to get out in front of more people. So. This commission ever has any ideas, by all means, I'm all ears.
Are you getting any feedback that maybe having the transportation option is a good thing for seniors? That they seem more interested now than in the past?
Yes, yeah. So even something as simple as going to the outlet mall. Some folks that a lot of people of that demographic might not drive anymore, or those that do. The idea of hopping on the interstate is kind of terrifying. So, the fact that transportation is included in the cost, and with gas prices, it's quite the steal, actually. So, and that did weigh heavily in the van that I purchased. It's got an extended ceiling, so you can walk all the way through. There's an aisle, so it's not like the old 15-passenger vans where you're climbing over the wheel well. So. No, that was a lot of thought was given into what vehicle and what model, so seniors could really take advantage of that. Yeah. And my next quarterly will be a lot more substantial with summer programming in there. So.
Well, I wonder too if COVID was still kind of bad back in the first quarter, so that might have steered some seniors away from it too.
And that is something too. I'm certainly in constant conversation with my colleagues around the metro and. Yeah, I mean, if there is a demographic that is still and every right to be a little bit more worried, So, yeah, totally understand that is probably going to be the last thing to really rev up.
All right. Agenda item number 9, approve moving the July 4th meeting to July 5th because of the Independence holiday. I have a motion to approve moving the meeting.
Motion.
All right, all in favor? Any opposed? All right, so approved. And number 10 is moving the September 5th Parks meeting to September 6th for the Labor Day holiday.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? All right. Item number 11, reports and particulars.
I'll talk a little bit more. Sorry. I just wanted to give a public shout out to Principal Richards and the North Polk class of 26. They did their 8th grade cleanup day on May 24th. We had to cut it short because of weather, but they got an amazing amount of stuff done in 3 hours. So thank you, the class of 26. We had our first movie in the park last Friday. It followed the police summer kickoff. We showed Paw Patrol. We had 61 people stick around and watch it. So really happy, gorgeous night for a movie. Then the following morning, our first yoga in the park on the square. We had 11 participants. And then the last thing I have is Commission member Bentley has actually turned in her resignation from this commission. She started a new professional venture at the beginning of this year, and it just has not coincided with her Monday nights being. So thank you to Amy Bentley for her time on the commission, and we'll advertise an opening to fill the rest of her term. Not sure off the top of my head how much longer she had, but that's all I have.
All right, well, thank you, Amy, for serving on the commission. Mandy, did you have?
Just a couple things. I know the last time, I think it was asked if the regional park was still in the CIP or if that had been pushed out of our 5-year CIP. We did, since the time we last met, we bumped it out. It was originally in the 22 year, got pushed to 23, 24. So still, I think a lot of stuff to figure out on that, but I did want to bring that as a follow-up from our last conversation. As Jeff kind of referred to early or right before the meeting, we have applied for the Main Street Iowa program. I don't know how familiar you guys are, or if anybody, I know some of you may have been involved in it, but that's an application process. So we submit the application, but it's to really keep the square, revitalized and vibrant. And so I think it'd be a great program if we are accepted, and there will be opportunities for additional community involvement and things like that. And then the last thing I wanted to give the heads up that coming in July, that's when we usually do our sewer and water rate changes. There will be a slight increase this year. We get increases from Point Waterworks, we pass it on. We have projects to plan for. I looked, I think it's a 3% increase to water and 2% for sewer, I think. But, okay, the other way around, thank you. But we had projected higher, but luckily we were able to back those numbers down a bit. And some of that, I know, I lose track of time. Last year, the year before, we increased irrigation rates, and we really have pushed people to water on different days, and that has helped. So I encourage people to, if you don't know what day you're supposed to do your irrigation, check with the city and they can help you out. But I do think managing some of that definitely is a good thing, and hopefully that can keep up. So those are my highlights for today.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, well, the last on the item on the agenda is our adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn? All right, all in favor?